Is this the most dramatic transfer standoff in Newcastle's modern history, with Alexander Isak refusing to play and co-owners showing up at his door? The answer will leave you speechless. What's up, Toon Army? This is NUFC Quick News, your source for raw black and white passion. Buckle up because this Isak saga just took another massive twist. The Swedish striker has completely downed tools at St. James Park, and I mean completely, while Eddie Howe was preparing the lads for Monday night's clash against Liverpool. Guess what Alexander Isak was doing? Having a cozy chat with Jamie Rubin and a full Saudi delegation right in his own living room in Northumberland. But here's the kicker. They couldn't convince him. Despite rolling out the red carpet with co-owner Jamie Rubin himself, director Jacobo Solis, and the full PF treatment, Isak made it crystal clear, Liverpool or nothing. Tell me in the comments, have you ever seen a Newcastle player this determined to leave? Because this is unprecedented territory we're in right now. The numbers are absolutely staggering. Liverpool tabled $110 million. That's more money than most Premier League clubs have ever seen in one go. And Newcastle just said not interested. They won $150 million. And honestly, after seeing Isak's 23 Premier League goals last season, you can understand why they're not budging. But here's what the mainstream media isn't telling you about this home visit. Sources close to the situation reveal that Newcastle even dangled a new contract in front of Isak during these talks. We're talking about potentially doubling his wages, Champions League football guaranteed, and being the undisputed king of St. James's Park. And what did our Swedish sensation say to all of that? Thanks, but no thanks. Smash that subscribe button. If you think Isak's decision shows he's got his heart set on Anfield, because this level of determination is something else entirely. The timing of this whole drama couldn't be more perfect for Liverpool fans and more painful for us Geordies. Monday night, Liverpool rocks up to St. James Park, probably eyeing up our best player while he's sitting at home refusing to wear our shirt. It's like a soap opera, but with $150 million price tags. Here's the inside scoop that will blow your mind. Newcastle are so desperate to keep him that they've identified not one, but two replacement strikers they need to sign if Isak leaves. We're talking about Johan Wissa from Brentford, and they were chasing Gonzalo Ramos before his injury. The Saudi owners know losing Isak without proper replacements would be catastrophic. Eddie Howe's been left to face the music alone in every press conference, and you can see the frustration in his eyes. The gaffer said he 100% wants to see him back in a Newcastle shirt, but also admitted there's been no change in Isak's position. That's manager speak for the lad's made up his mind. Drop a comment below. Do you think Newcastle should just take the $110 million and run, or hold out for that British record fee? Because I'm genuinely torn on this one. But let's talk about what Liverpool are really getting if this deal goes through. We're not just talking about goals, though 23 in the Premier League speaks for itself. Isak brings that Scandinavian work ethic, press resistance, and the ability to create chances out of absolutely nothing. Remember that winner against Arsenal. Pure class. The Saudi owners aren't just losing a player here, they're potentially losing the face of their project. Isak was supposed to be the poster boy for Newcastle's new era. The striker who'd fire us back into the Champions League and maybe, just maybe, challenge for titles. Here's the brutal truth nobody wants to admit. If Isak leaves after our EFL Cup triumph in March, it sends a message to every other top player we're trying to sign. Why come to Newcastle when our best players are forcing moves to Liverpool even after we've won our first major trophy in 70 years? The clock is ticking with transfer deadline day approaching fast. Liverpool know Newcastle's position, Newcastle know Liverpool's budget, and Isak, well, he's made his position clearer than a Swedish fjord. What makes this even more dramatic is the Champions League factor. Newcastle fought tooth and nail to get back into Europe's elite competition for the second consecutive season, won the EFL Cup for the first time in 70 years under Eddie Howe, and now their top scorer wants out to join the team that just won. The Premier League. It's the kind of transfer that either makes or breaks a club's ambitions. I want to hear from you, Toon Army. If you were in Isak's shoes, would you stay loyal to the project or chase guaranteed trophies at Liverpool? Hit me up in the comments because this is the dilemma every ambitious player faces. The next 48 hours could define Newcastle's entire season. Either they convince their Swedish talisman to return, or they bank the biggest transfer fee in the club's history and hope it's enough to rebuild. Either way, this saga has shown just how far Newcastle have come and how far they still have to go. Smash that like button if you're buzzing to see how this transfer saga ends, and hit subscribe too. Never miss a Tune update. Until next time, stay proud, stay loud, and always keep the faith. Away the lads.